Hello and welcome to your second XSitePro tutorial about the tools offered on the Other tab. This time, we're taking aim at the special pages you can create from this tab. For example, we'll talk about page-enhancing tools such as pop-up windows as well as redirects. I'll quickly introduce you to scripts and robots, and then I'll show you how to create a contacts page, a links page, and a privacy statement. To get started, simply hit the Other tab. Let's begin with pop-ups, which you can access by clicking the Pop-ups button. While a lot of people find them annoying, they can serve as an effective marketing tool, for example, to remind users to sign up for your newsletter. To add a new pop-up, click Add. I'll give this one the name Titus Pop-up. For testing purposes, make sure that Show Pop-ups in Page Previews is checked. Your first option is the type of pop-up. You've got 4 options here. A pop-in, which can either slide into view or simply appear, and is the only kind of pop-up that can still elude the pop-up blockers. A pop-over, which is a standard window that appears above the content. A pop-under, which places the pop-up under the browser window and the user won't see it until they've closed the current window. And finally, the site exit, which pops up the window as the user is exiting the site, as a last-ditch effort to entice them with additional info or at least get their email address. The next group of options is all about formatting your pop-up window. Position, dimensions, and color options are all represented. The following group pertains to the window's heading. First off, do you want it at all? If so, you can insert text into the heading and edit its font, size, and color information. After that, use the designer to assemble your pop-up just as you would any other page. Next, you have options for when and where the pop-up appears. Choose where you want your pop-up to pop up. You can also specify the interval at which it gets shown. To avoid annoying the user, I'd recommend setting it to once per day maximum. To do this, the pop-up sets a cookie on the user's system, including yours during the preview. Clicking the Reset button will clear out those cookies so that you can effectively test. You can also specify pages that will invalidate the pop-up and cause it not to appear. For example, you might have a pop-up that introduces a new product. But if the user has already visited the item's product page, what's the point? Finally, for pop-ins, you can opt to have it appear with a cool slide-on effect, as well as delay its appearance to help sway those people who are reading your site and still sitting on the fence about whether to buy. And here's what your pop-up actually looks like. Additionally, XSitePro offers the ability to redirect one of your pages to a new page. When someone types in the address in question, they are automatically rerouted to a different page. This can be done to disguise an unattractive URL, to prevent a dead link for pages that have moved, to disguise affiliate links, and to help with promotions and advertisements. Just click the Redirect Pages button and choose Add. Simply enter a name for the page. Choose a delay in seconds, or 0 if you want no delay, and where you want the page redirected. Note that you can choose from all pages in your site, your affiliate links, or enter an exterior URL by hand. Then just design it as you would any other page. It usually helps to include a link to the new page in case someone gets stuck on it. It's rare, but it does happen. You can see the page's URL down at the bottom. Now, before we move on to some of the special pages offered by the other tab, let me quickly introduce you to a couple of advanced tools in the XSitePro arsenal. Scripts allow you to place code at certain points on every page. For example, if you need JavaScript for executing certain functions. Robots gives you direct control over which pages get spidered by the search engines. If you want to exclude certain pages, it's easy to do so. Now, on to special pages. In order to establish a relationship with your audience, they're going to need some means of getting a hold of you. That's where a contacts page comes in handy. To get started, just click the Contact Details button. You have options to alter the default name and file name of the pages, as well as determine where it shows up in your various navigational menus. Beyond that, you've only to enter the various contact details. To save you time, XSitePro will automatically recognize and link an email address. Another special page type that comes in very handy is a links page. A pertinent and well-researched links page can serve as a good value add to your customers. Additionally, it's a necessity if you're trading reciprocal links with other related sites in order to boost your search rankings. So to create your links page, you click the links page button, and just as with the context page, you have the name fields and navigation options at the top. To get started, we just click Add, and you're prompted to enter a name, a web URL, a brief description of the site, all three of which will appear on the actual links page. You can, of course, edit this information later, or delete it entirely. The order you see here is the order in which these items will appear on the actual page. You can select an item and then click up or down buttons to move it as desired. If you want XSitePro to automatically sort your list alphabetically by name, click Auto Sort. Even new entries will then be ordered alphabetically. If you want the site's URL to be plainly visible, check Show the full URL after the description. And here's what it looks like. The final kind of specialty page available on the Other tab is the privacy statement. In today's litigious society, it is wise to inform your audience of any steps you're taking to protect their privacy, particularly if you collect data about your visitors and their surfing or purchasing habits. Up at the top, you have the usual name fields and navigation options. Click one of the navigation checkboxes and a pre-drafted privacy statement appears, which you can then edit to more appropriately reflect your actual policy. A privacy statement basically conveys two things by design. It informs the user what data you're collecting about them, and it tells them what you're planning to do with it. When drafting such a document, it's a really good idea to have your attorney give it a once-over prior to posting it. And that's all we have for our tutorial on special pages and page helpers from the Other tab. Stay tuned for our next tutorial on all the hot Power Pack features of XSitePro, including importing pages, using tokens, and working with the Google Sitemap service.